This is gonna be a fast one. Not as long as last night's. Hi guys. Monday fun day. I'm gonna take this countdown down. I'm gonna put a couple pictures up here. I knew, I'm not to say I'm right or wrong or whatever, but I knew her face looked familiar. At least familiar to a photo that I have, right? Give this a couple minutes. I'm sure most people are working. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to WCIA Network. I feel like I never went to sleep. I will take a nice little break today, but before I go on later tonight, which I will do, I wanted to take a little poll of what you guys think. Last night during my live at WCIA Network, where Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 applies. Oh my God, guys, I'm still waking up. Applies to everything that I do and say and show and speak about. My information comes through spirit. And last night's was a great live. Nice long live. Hi, Sherry. But when I do the spirit box, which I just like to throw it in there occasionally once in a while. Julia, that's like, oh my goodness, that is really what Summer Moon Wells just loves to talk about. This little girl that I showed a photo of in the car, she looks, when I say looks familiar, I'm talking from many different levels. I'm talking how I feel when I look at her, the mannerism that comes through me. I could feel the way she holds her mouth. It's like a sense of a person. So in last night's live, for those who weren't here, let me put this little short video up so you guys could see why I'm up here and what I'm doing. Believe it's in this one. It is. So I went to this part of the video and this little girl showed up, and she showed up a few days ago. I'm like, this feels like something's wrong. I'm like, this is a girl who's in a bad situation. And Tim Mullins, I really hope that your ass gets thrown in fucking holding cell until you speak up. No offense. I could say that because that's just how I feel, based on my truth of what I know. And nothing is proven until proven by the law, and obviously no one's guilty until proven guilty. We all know that. But this is absolutely ridiculous, the shit that he has done. This little girl came up in the video last night, and I'm like, this little girl is part of this. Now, many of his videos, you have to understand before I bring you to Julia, these videos are photos and videos of not just this year. This is an event. These are events that they have, right? And they're true events that he uses as a cover-up. They do have old-fashioned cars that come through, and they park them and whatever. But this is a great way of using it as a deep fake. So people understand that. I know that there's events like this in Kingsport. I've looked them up. They enjoy it. And these events are being shown from years back as well. So his videos actually are a compilation of like not just year 2020 and 2021. These go back. And so it is very possible that this little girl, was a certain age at the time that this was taken. When I got Julia, oh my God. So let's say when I got Julia on the spirit box, for all I know, that was her. I call them all Summer Moon Wells missing children. Summer Moon is very strong and she's leading the pack. But Julia's name was brought up over and over. This morning, I get most of my information in the morning. Like I said that yesterday, like in the morning, as I'm talking, I'm just playing with this. In the morning, I get incredible information because that's when my mind is free of what, obviously all of us is free of stress because we haven't kind of woken up yet. So I woke up, I'm like, Julia Potter. This is Julia Potter. Now, obviously, excuse the language, who the fuck knows if it's Julia Potter? The only one who's going to know is Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen is the only one that's going to know if that's Julia Potter. Julia Potter, I have a file on because I connected with her face and she fell inside of the Summer Wells missing children's cases perfectly. Her photos, as well as her dad's photos and her mom's photos, they all show the same elements. This little girl went missing in 2014. Okay? She was born in 2007. The man in the photo as well, who the hell knows, but he's in the photo, so I'm putting it out there. I have absolutely zero connection to him. Zero, zero, zero. I don't give a shit about him. It's funny. It's, I sit out here and I'm like, oh, this is the Summer Wells missing children's stories. I bring justice to the kids by telling their story. And that really, just by the way I look at him and I feel when I look at him and anything about him, I don't give a shit. And it's the truth. Like, I don't give a shit to even see his face up here in the window. Like, I'd rather just go like that. I don't care about him. He's guilty, and I don't care to talk about him, and I don't give a shit about him. So it's not about the guilty. It's not about him. I don't care. It's about these little girls and these small little children, adults and whoever they are, teenagers, get justice by their story being told through spirit. And the focus needs to be on her face, not an asshole's face. Her face. Just like I tell the story that is coming through with Tim Mullins in the background, but I don't give a shit about Tim Mullins. I don't care. I don't care. So, these are pictures of Julia. And when I look at these photos, this is how I work. My whole entire spirit within my body has the same feeling as when I look at this photo, as it's the same person. That's just how I feel. I mean, This may be someone's daughter that is watching the video right now and being like, are you fucking kidding me? She's nuts. But let me tell you, I'm not kidding you, and I'm not nuts. Because these pictures tell a story, and they tell Julia Potter's story. There's something about the way that this girl is holding her poise and holding. This is who she was. I showed these pictures back when, just this month, and I was showing you how this little girl has all the elements on her and that she went through the same process. Her photos are really, really obvious because her photos were back, she was taken in 2014. So I don't think that the computers did as well of a job covering it up. So this is, to me, the Julia Potters that's in this picture. This picture is from Tim Mullen's video. This is I don't know, her mom put this together. It's a picture, tons of pictures of her montage, and each one of her pictures in here really shows that she was a victim of whatever the hell they're doing. That's what I see. That's what I'm being told. This picture represents something because it's like she's sitting on these rocks. There's no way she's sitting up there. And so I put this Julie Potter into my file as a Summer Moon Wells missing child. This was back in 2014. These photos that she has with her mom, and they're a little pixelated, but they're real, tell a major story. Nobody has revisited her story to discuss this. Her story is being thrown to the side as if it didn't exist. And that's what I'm talking about. These children have a story to be told, and their story could be told through spirit, but what they want and what they really need to hear is that the guilty, the ones that did this, need to listen. They're not looking for the guilty to what would I say? To tell them that they're right. That's their story. They know they're right. They know that they went through this. They want the guilty to know that their story is being told and the truth is being told. And they want them to understand that the world's going to know what the fuck they did to these kids. So the guilty that are listening, the children want you to know they don't need you to say one damn thing other than you being put in jail. And when you look at their spirit within their eyes, when the stories are being told through WCAA Network, they will know they got justice. They will know when justice prevails. And justice will not prevail if their asses just sit in the jail. It will prevail when their story is told, recognized by hundreds and thousands of people, and this starts to be stopped. That's when they're going to get justice. They will know when the guilty is listening to their story, and because they're in spirit, they're going to be able to feel the disgusting shit that you're going to feel when you hear the story being told. And that's when they're going to be like, fuck you. Well, that was really a channeling. That's called a channeling, my guys. And this is the photo that reminds me of the other missing children that have not been recognized. And I do know that Arbania Arbania Pepion, when she was telling the story through spirit, because I don't really think she recognized she was actually telling the story. I think she didn't realize it until the next day. According to her, when the authorities showed up, she told me she said that there are two other kids that are with. Oh, I almost said Summer. That were with her daughter, a little older, and she could feel that they were more comfortable because they've been there for a longer period of time. So my question would be to Arbania, if she ever listens to this again, is it Julia? Because Julia is the one that I showed pictures, and I said, though, that is Julia's Cinderella tent. That was Julia's outfit. I showed it. I said that in those pictures, I'm like, that is very familiar because I saw that on Julia. Let me see if it's in here. Let me get it. I saw it. I saw it in her pictures. And that's why it really was brought to my attention, because I'm like, you do understand that bike and that outfit is in your photo? These outfits were in the back of the photo that she was showing, especially this photo. I said, I see the tent. It's covered in this stuff. And all she could say is, yeah, I know. Yeah, right, I know. Because I think that she was really thrown off her game. I think she was really thrown off her game. Because this Julia was not having fun dressing up like this. She wasn't. But I can tell you that this is the stuff that I saw in Arbania's photos in the back, where I said, that is a room of evidence. And she said, yeah, I know. Loaded in this stuff. And let me tell you something. I know how expensive these outfits are. They're expensive. I have girls. I didn't buy them. I waited for people to hand them down to me. For anyone who's sitting there, oh, she's such a rich bitch. You know what? No, like this is shit that I couldn't wait for someone to hand down to my girls. I love taking other children's play stuff, because I knew how much they loved it. But that room is filled with thousands of dollars of play stuff. They're not playing. They're not playing. And this is the stuff that I saw in the playroom. And it was there for a long time. So when I woke up this morning, I'm like, is it actually possible? And the only thing that the cops really have to do is go see what's in that room. She said it's right there on the property. She said it's right there. So I looked at this picture of this little girl in the car. Her lips look familiar. Her chin is round. I feel as if she has brown eyes. This just looks... I guess, put it this way. When I look at this, it makes me want to scream. Like, I get it. Actually, that's when I said that the kids are getting pissed off. So what happens is I feel a sense of fucking pissed offness. And I hate that feeling, but it comes from the children. Because I truly, 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 truly channel the children. It's what I do. And they are so pissed off. I mean, the authorities, they should be ashamed of themselves. It's really sick. It's really sick. Because no matter what I show, yesterday's videos of the bread making is this. It's this. Same thing. Same thing. So they're really, really getting pissed off. And I feel in my heart, I'm going to look for Arbania's picture here. I feel in my heart that this child in this picture was not from this year. I do feel in my heart that this was a while back. And I do feel as if it's Julia. I have to really, really pay attention, because you guys, it's very strange that I always hear Julia, right? But it's very strange that a spirit box that you download on your phone, and I know that those work, consistently spits out Julia. And trust me, I called and made sure. I'm like, okay, have you ever heard of something like this? And they're like, no, it really works off. It works off the radio waves. And if it works, it works. If you have to be completely connected to the spirit. And when I do it, I'm completely connected because I'm channeling in that moment, right? I'm like, all it says is Julia, Julia, Julia. And that's what it does. Julia, Julia. So I have to pay attention to it. And this, let me see if this is it. I woke up this morning, I'm like, holy cow. I think that this could possibly be her. I didn't know how else to. Here, Arden. Here's her pictures. Let me grab the picture of the room, because there's some of you guys I know that may have not seen that presentation. So I'm not going to do the full presentation, Arden. I'm going to show you a couple photos of the room and explain to you that this Montana area, even though I don't bring it up often and talk about it as much, this area and this location and this story is like locked in to the Summer Moon Wells missing children. To me, it is locked in tight. So locked in. It tells and shows like no other. Like no other. Let me get it. All right, here's the pictures of the room. Let's see. Just to give you an example, I went through slowly all of these photos to select each and every piece of item that I feel could really bring justice and get this story blown up. Meaning that there's something in that photo that matches the other children's outfits or the other children's blankets. Now, this obviously, for all I know, I don't know if it's been done by the authorities. I don't think so, because I don't think the authorities are recognizing all of this shit is in all of the parents' houses. Like all of this shit. And they all have bundles and bundles and bundles of clothes. And those clothes all have a story because they're evidence. And many of which, you guys, these blankets and stuff that Arbania showed us, so many of them match up to the children. Yeah, you could all say, oh my God, but they make hundreds and thousands. You go to Target and you could get all the same blanket. Okay, well, show me a same blanket that's connected to a child that's missing and in the room of someone who just told us that they gangbang and rape these children and then kill them. And that their same blanket is in there. That's a little different than just, saying, oh, wow, that's just a coincidence. Well, there are no coincidences when it comes to missing children. There just aren't. And their story is just really, it's so loud and they're getting so pissed off. And they're showing so much evidence and so much information that needs to be shown. I mean, do you know, let's leave her here. Do you know how frustrating it is when I'm going to put a video on here. This all has to do with Julia and the Summer Moon Wells and all the kids, all of it, because they're together. So this little girl, let me open this up. This little girl, Julia, and Arden are showing so many things so loud and clear. But we would know if someone was brought in to be questioned. Watch the bodies flip in the back. So you've seen this before. Look in the back, all the way in the back. So I'll just play it out. Watch the bodies flip, go all the way in the back of the room. See that? Those bodies are being flipped, wrapped, and put down into the ground. That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. Watch. Now, I don't know if they've been in this room. This came straight from Arbania's videos. But to me, I'd say, bring me into that room, because right here is evidence. That's not deep fake. That body is being rolled all the way from the front of the room. So where this wood starts in the front, like the wood strip from the front of the cabinet. If you watch the reflection in the wood here, it starts there and then it moves to the back and then it flips into the ground. Watch. See how it moves? You see it in the wood now? It starts in the front. There it is. Kind of little white thing. Flips up, see? Then it goes in the back. And it's gone. And it's gone. Gone. This to me, I mean, this is you could go to Arbania, for all I know she took her shit down, but this is not being hidden. I mean, you see the body just and I know it is because I've seen this situation before. This situation is what's on Don does this shit on his property. That's it. And it's gone. It's not normal. It's not normal. So this was to me a tremendous find. And Summer Moon Wells, I believe, full-heartedly, I believe, was here. Full-heartedly. Too much was said. She knew way too much information. She knew too much shit about everything. That she shouldn't have known. Because she has a daughter missing, and there's no way she's sitting on YouTube and Facebook investigating other people's children. The only way you would investigate other people's children or look into certain cases if you're curious to know what's happening. What have they found out? Just like Candace and Don were doing. Was it with the Boswell? Someone, they were investigating. Well, who does that? So after I let this all sink in, I knew. I'm like, well, like this tells a lot of story. So this is what I played back then. And I haven't even opened it up since then to see if it's fallen apart. See how this is a stupid, crazy video? What it shows in this reflection, I guess this is why I'm showing you. I just realized why. Is the same information that I just showed you in Tim Mullen's video. So imagine Tim Mullen's video is let me give you an example. Tim Mullen's video inside that I showed yesterday, inside the clock tower, is that green machine thing. That's the focal point that stays throughout the whole video. It's the center. Everything is lined up from there all the way into the back of the train tracks, and it brings you to the centerpiece. Because yesterday I showed you guys that this is the centerpiece. Basically, this is the centerpiece that will hold the answer. It's right here. Let me, so I could show this to you. Centerpiece, let me find it. Because what is on top of the centerpiece, that's the only thing that stays consistent. Here it is on the green. There's only, and that is what stays consistent all the way through the bread making. I am looking for it. And it's the same concept with this. I just want to show you so you could sort of understand what I'm talking about. Is it this? Wait. Oh, okay, here it is. I showed you guys this picture. I said, and I probably didn't explain it very well because it's hard to see. I said that little blob there, that white thing right by the train, it's like you could barely even tell it's anything, right? But that little piece comes into focus. That centerpiece stays in focus throughout his video. And it's what is on top of this thing. It stays in the center. Stays in the center here. And it stays all the way in the center till the very end. Here. So when I say that I stay right down the middle, they layer everything right down the middle. And if you get the middle just opens up, and I'm sure that's kind of like locked for the deep fake, for the deep dark web. It's slivered right in the middle. And that's what gets locked in, is the truth. Once in a while, if you understand what's going on, you could get that sliver of truth down the middle. So what you're looking at here is a sliver of truth, and it matches up with the Summer Moon Wells, Tim Mullen's video. It's going to show the same elements, including the horse. It's going to show all the same elements. It shows the hearts that go around the neck. So this is how spirit works for me. Don't ask me why. It's all totally new since Summer Moon Wells came into my life. It's not new. I guess I've been doing this my whole life, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that whatever I was doing, no one else understood, or no one else saw it, or they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. That is like what puts me into therapy for years ago. My parents always say they don't know what I'm talking about. They just stop talking, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, fuck it. I'm talking and I get it. I do know what I'm talking about. It's right in the middle. Do you guys see those hearts? Do you all see that? Doing way better this morning. I slept like a rock. Let me take a picture. I didn't even know I was going to do this. I thought I was going to come on for a second, but I guess that Spirit has its own, they have their own agenda. They have their own agenda. They don't care if we're tired or need to get other things done, but this is my work now. This is what I do. I have really kind of put everything else aside as far as work. And I really do find this extremely satisfying. And I will find it really satisfying once someone calls me and says, you made a difference. Justice is being served. What would really make me happy is if they found a bunch of children alive. So this section right here is basically, you could put it right into Tim Mullen's video. There you go. Right down the middle. If I were to take a screenshot of anything that goes right down the middle, it will basically all match Tim Mullen's information. Then all the other craziness around the sides pop up. That's what it is. This is the Summer Wells missing children story. And Montana, Utah area, right there, following the rivers and the water and the mountains, holds a very big part of the information, holds a very big key to the children's story. And the parents, this video was taken by the parents, and this video was what they chose to use for their deep fake. What they didn't realize is we all know what's going on here. And they cannot create any more confusion for us because we see right through the confusion. We can now see, because when you've been looking at these elements through my videos for months, you know, you could see what they want you to not see. You're going to pick it up very quickly. You're going to be like, oh, I see that. But now you're going to be like, oh, there's that same element that we just saw in Julia's picture, or there's the same element we just saw in Tim Mullen's video. And it goes all the way down to the lowest level. It's all on the bottom. There's the number 5. That's the box right on the floor. It's right there. I don't know why that, God knows why there's a saw, but I'm not bothering with that because that's not one of my elements. It's all in the background. All of this could be broken open. This is the video that has the body flipping in the back. So right in here, if I just keep doing this and making it fall apart, that's all you got to do. It just falls apart, and then stop it and look for the frames that they put together. Like it's like going to be right in here. You never know what you're going to see. Ever. Because these dumbasses basically don't realize that it's going to be exposed. Like what is in there is going to be exposed. And the biggest part of the biggest part that is common throughout all these videos are the maroon boxes, the 5s, the white frames, the hearts. And it's right here. You could see, if you look right to the left-hand side and all the way in the back of the room, it's so obvious. It's right there. The little maroon box with the 5. And I guess that's why right there, it's right in the wood. It doesn't go away. All it does is it goes down under. See how this thing goes down under? Everything is under the ground. It goes down. So what they're doing here is they're whoever is guilty, they're showing the area that's down under. So as we move down, they're actually showing a movement underneath the ground there. See the 5 box? Here, I'll take a picture of it, and then I'm just going to get out of this video. But this Julia and all this information, Julia had the most play clothes out of all of the children that I have seen. And when I looked at Arbania's pictures of all the play stuff, I'm like, that's reminds me of Julia. There's the maroon boxes. They're right there. Right there in the middle. Yeah, there's a lot in that video. And I don't know. I know that if they would pull in any of these guys, any of them, and have a real conversation, or if they don't, or if they want to take some people on staff and just go look at all the pictures of the play clothes, they'd see it. They'd see it. Because this Julia Potter really, it does match up, and I said it before. It matches up. And I do believe that they would find matches very, very quickly. Maybe that's why she keeps saying Julia, Julia, because there's a lot of play clothes, man, that she has in her photos, and I really didn't understand how much she had until I just went back this morning to look, because I feel as if it's a possibility that that photo of that child in the car, Tim Mullen's car, is Julia Potter. Now, yes, she would be older right now, but I think that that picture was taken during the time that she went missing. I think it's something that they hold on to this stuff. They really do. As I'm talking, I'm clicking through some pictures to see if they show some sort of a change. Let's see. You know, there's a lot of people in here that their faces, I don't know. Of course, we're not the authorities, and we don't have the right to know what they're looking at or what they're doing. But I mean, obviously, I do know people do live like this with clothes all over and yada yada. But the difference between these photos and just people who live in situations like this is that Arbania told me that that this was evidence. She told us that these rooms are, rooms that have evidence. I didn't say that. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is a room, this is ridiculous looking. No. I know people live like that, right? Oh, where did I put this one? Okay, this is a match to Summer Moon. I have to find it. Okay, said to you guys, when I first opened this picture, I zoomed into the window. And I'm like, that thing was the same, that same bloody thing was above Don's window, Don's door. I'm going to find it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. There's a picture of the door. If I can't find it, you guys can. There's a picture of Don's door, and next to the door is a mattress. Okay, it's the picture of the mattress. And the doorway above, right up on top of the doorway, right in the seal, is one of these things. And I said, that's an element. That's an element. And I know I couldn't find it. And then I know I put it to the side because I found it, but let me see. I know I'm not going to be able to. Let me see, April. Let me look real fast. because it really matched. Like, it's his door. It's in one of my older, not older, but it's one of my videos. And you could see the machine moving in his window. And it's above that window that has this thing. Let me see. It's funny. I should really organize these better. This is Benny, and if I find it, I'll show you. This is Benny, and I have a whole file of him looking at those things. And truthfully, that's the same face that we're looking at now, in I believe to be Summer Moonwell's last moments. I believe them to be Summer Moonwell's last moment, and that face is it's the exact one. I mean, let me see if I have the picture with the summer moon. It's this little thing, and his videos are just filled with it. I know I'm jumping and skipping, but every time I open up a new bit of information, it's like stuff I haven't shown in a while, and for some reason I feel like it's coming very close. Benny's pictures are so disturbing. I mean, they've gotten worse. Or let me show you. Yeah, this is the face. But this is the one that I want to show you right now. What I want to show you is how the bread making, and I'm telling you, I'm putting it out there, is the same situation as what Summer is looking at. This situation here, June 7th. Is that what it says on here? This was Candace's video from June 7th. Okay? Supposedly before she went missing. I call bullshit because there's so much shit that went on before the public knew she was missing. When was this one taken? May 25th? Wait. There are two things I want to bring up because I feel as if these kids were put in tubes. All right, let me take this video out to show you in a minute. Before I go any further, I want to show you how this matches the bread making that Robin did. Let me grab the photo, a good one. Robin. This here wow, the pictures from last night are getting like so damaging. It's just what happens, you guys. They just get they just tell so much more. All right. All right, so what you see here, I'm going to get it in this video, and I'm going to show you how this situation with the bread right here, nope, that's not the one I want to show right now. This one's going to be later. Okay, so let's go to this section. Watch this. This here, now see how the top is like clear and it has the hearts in it. It has the big red thing in it. And look all the way up where it's like kind of clear stuff with the heart in the middle, right? I'm going to show you with this video how what you see there is exactly what Summer Moon Wells is staring at. That was June 7th. This was June. The video was taken later, according to them, but Candace has that piece of that TikTok marked as June 7th. Okay. This here is what you're looking at. This girl is holding the centerpiece of the whole video. Not to say that gives the most information. She is holding the most precious, meaningful element in her hand. Now, back in my books, I wrote, I don't know, April 20 something, that I didn't know Summer wasn't missing yet. I wrote this whole entire thing. And it said that it's a girl with red hair. The girl has red hair, and she has a very big part of these missing children. I didn't even know what I was writing. I'm thinking that she doesn't have such a big part, but I'm thinking that I'm supposed to recognize that because of her red hair, that was a gift given to me to recognize the understanding of what she's going to be have in her hand. So I'm going to leave this up here, and I'm going to show you those little clear things. Those little clear things are in her bag. They're right there. They're in her bag. So let me get a little closer. Whatever those clear things are with the hearts are with this whatever that is. It's the same. This is what they call bread making, and I swear to God, this is probably exactly what the people on Dr. Phil were talking about. Now, this is what I mean, that it goes right down the middle. Goes right down the middle of the information goes right down the middle. I showed you that picture of Benny just a minute ago, right? And he was looking at that thing. It's right in the middle. It's now right in the middle. I closed it up and put it away. Let's see if I can find it. I put it away because I didn't think I was going to be using it. Yay, Lori. Oh, I got it. Watch this. So what Benny is looking at here, and he looks at it a lot in his videos, is the same thing that's in the middle of Summer Moon Wells' video. It's the same thing. Let me make it smaller. This is the most precious, meaningful element to their process. Benny has it in his hand here, and it's what's in the middle of I believe this is Summer Moon Wells's whole entire end of life. For those of you who can't see it, I'm going to take a picture. So I've been looking at this thing, and as I'm going through this with you guys, I haven't done this before. And as I'm speaking, it may sound like I'm speaking because I know. I'm speaking as it comes through. I don't know what the fuck's going to come out of my mouth. You got to understand that I don't know. I just get up here and I freaking wing it because I have faith in my spirit guides. That's all. I know that everything that I have saved within my computer is all going to tell the story, every little element. So every time I come up here, another element happens to come together. That's all. That's all. This is that. And one day, the story is going to be told. And these little crazy little elements, I shouldn't say one day the story is going to, I'm telling the story, right? So I should stop saying that. So what I'm saying is one day, someone is going to be like, this, yeah, that's the most important element of the missing children. That's what they're going to say, that this is the most spiritual piece. And that's the head. God knows what they're doing to it. And that is this waiting to become this. Some reason they have Summer Moon Wells looking at it, and this becomes part of her. See how the middle is the most important thing. So if you follow right down the middle of this video, where the girls' hands meet, and there's a blue, kind of like a blue piece of metal coming down the middle, I know that blue piece of metal is way more important than any other metal going around that room, because it's going down the middle. And they have all of this freaking confusing shit, right? But what you're looking at, that, and I said I was going to go back to this yesterday, this is extremely important to the people that are doing this. So anyone that's listening that knows that whatever is in her hand, whatever is down the middle of this video, is the most important information to them. So Tim Mullen, you're busted with this shit. And Robin, I mean, this is her room. This is her room, you guys. You know, This is her room. And you guys really do have to understand that I'm talking through spirit. You have to understand that I don't know what I'm saying, as well as far as what's totally wrong and what's totally true. Obviously, if we knew that people would be, arrested. I don't know. This is just my station that has my thoughts, my philosophies, and my spirit guides leading. That's why I have a station. You know, you guys could have a station and really give the information that you feel is what you see. And that doesn't have to be correct, but it's how you feel. That's the freedom of speech, and that's the freedom of speech. There it is. It's the clear stuff. The clear stuff, the sticks with the hearts, all of that. I've been looking at it for months and months, and I've been looking at it on a lot of people's channels. Let me tell you something. Not just these channels. This shit shows up on a lot of YouTubers' channels. Now, are they part of this? I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. But what I'm saying to you, it's a very large group of people that are doing this. It's a large group of people that are part of it, and they're part of the communication of it. They're helping the communication of this. So I have no idea, right, wrong, guilty, not guilty. I don't know. And I can't even go there. But I do know that this is the story. And this is Robin's room. That's all. So what's going on behind there is the train, and like I said, there's a lot of information that goes on behind the bread. But all I do know is that this is the same and symbolic from how I see it to the picture of what Summer is looking at. And it's, oh, there it is again. There's that face. Wait. It's in that little girl's hands. This was the one that I left on yesterday, and it's still a little too confusing, but in time it will appear. Many a times information, it's like when there's an information overload, clarity won't be there just yet. It just won't be there yet. If that makes sense. Does anyone know where Candace is? Is she like MIA? Like totally gone? What happened to her? I don't see her anywhere anymore. Okay, so this is the video that... This video is one that I haven't shown, I think. I don't even know if I did. Let me get rid of this. Let me see if there's voices in here.
So how long do you think?
Oh, yeah, there is. That's, I'm probably videotaping it while I'm watching TV. Let me get rid of the audio. This video is 1 minute and 52 seconds, but... Alright, Summer in park. This always bothered me in this video because it's the way that they have her propped up. And obviously we all know that it's a fake. Everything that she has is fake, okay? Cancel. Summer in the park. So this one I have not pulled apart yet. I don't really recognize when. I think it says, does that say May 28th? These are her kids in the park. Let's just look through it once. I don't know who made this, but oh, I know. Someone pulled together a compilation of her videos. And the place, it was called Appalachian something. And I felt as if their information was going to be very important, and I videotaped this, right? And I really kind of focused on Candace, but what I didn't do is I haven't focused in on Summer in the park. So this is this whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And it shows all of this. I wanted to do this one live because I feel as if we'll have matching elements. I don't know, I may be wrong, but it's whatever they have put in those tunnels that is foggy would be the information that I want. And it would be slivered, like I always do, slivered down the middle. So see how I want to get these to break up, and as I get them broken up, you could already see stuff going on the left hand side, you guys, on the right hand side. Within seconds, you're already out of the park. You're already not in the park. See, this is already messed up. In the beginning, I realized that they used all these bright colors to cover up white machinery. Oh, wow. So this is a different... Okay, so now look at Summer. See, in this picture, she's connected already. This is June 7th, you guys. This is very, very, very important. She's already connected, and if you look at her arm, she has one of those things on it that I just showed you that I said was above Don's door, and it was in that room with, I just showed you this. And this is June 7th. That summer. Those are the bloody things that she's connected to. And now I see why they wanted me to go back to this video for that, not for the park as much. This is very significant because it's giving me more of a picture. See? It's a very different picture than what we have. Because this photo is taken live. This is very important, you guys. This is really, to me, very, very, very important piece of information. You're banned. Ha 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 ha. Muffin top. Get the lady out of here. So these comments like this, like, so I'm going to pull it up. So, this lady is here to, it's too late, girl. It's too late. It's been 11 months. Like, these comments like this are so childish and so unnecessary, but you have to understand you're like a little late to the parade. Like, that we're above and beyond that. Like, that's so like yesterday's news. So, it's yesterday's news. Yesterday's news. Like, we all know that this is real because you all could look it up. You could all look it up. And you're just late to the parade. Like, you're just late to the parade. And you're scared, and you're probably one of the guilty ones. And that's just what it is. And it's just nonsense. It's like childish. Like, you need to get a life and like to go do something that makes a difference in this world, and not like sit and this is what you choose to do on a Monday morning is to empty your cup in such a negative way. It's just so sad. It's so sad for you. But let me tell you something. You're late to the parade, babe. This shit is, we're way, way too deep into knowing what's going on. Way, way too deep. Because this is the picture. That's what you're looking at. And what is on her arm is the same thing I just showed you guys. Let me grab it. I just showed it to you in that room. Let's see. Let me see if I could find it fast. It's hilarious. Last open. Today. I think I could find it because I'm going to the ones that I opened today. It was in the window. Here it is. Whatever is going on here. This is a picture of Arbania's This to me is the same thing. See what's going on in her ceiling with the heart and everything? I'm going to show you that that's the same. This is what's on her arm. And that makes sense because Don Wells kept it. He kept it and he put it above his doorway. It makes a lot of sense because this room, she said, Urbania said out loud that this room was where the kids were kept. And this here makes sense to me. Might be wrong, but this is this stuff that I said that the cops should really go look through for like common elements, but they don't know the elements. Wow. Yeah, the timeline, Blackheart. The timeline is wrong. I mean, I think she was missing way before. And this photo, this, let's see, this was taken, there you go. And then whatever was next to it was taken out. So this was June 7th. And then the one next to it says 5 days ago. So I think that was 5 days ago from June 7th. 5 days ago. I don't know what that means. But her glasses really do tell the story. Like watch what's in her glasses. It's almost like it's the same, it's that same thing. And this is her doing the fire, right? She tells some of the story in her fire, but I really you don't understand. I freaking hate putting her picture up here. And it looks like someone with blonde hair comes into the frame with her. I hate putting her picture up here. So if we go back, that's May 15th. See how clear it is, you guys? Like, I'm just, watch this. I'm just going to play it. And there's nothing. I'm just going to play it. And watch. It's just going to show up. It's right there. Boom. I stop it. You don't, it's not being, it was the Appalachian something. It's not being covered up. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of information that's out there that really proves that they really should have pulled Candace in by now. All right, I'm opening chat to see what you guys are. So this is really what her arm looks like, and that is the blob of stuff that is of importance. And it looks like whatever they're doing it here on June 7th. June 5th, May 28th, I can't really make out. May 28th, they went to this location. Oh, interesting. You guys remember I told you I use May 28th on all my things for her, and I'm like, I don't know why. I use 0528 for a lot of things because it reminds me of Summer Moon. I said, I don't know what happened on the 28th, May 28th, but I felt as if it was very important. And here I never noticed that this was May 28th. This is a May 28th video. I don't know what it shows, but May 28th, I have written down as a very, very, very important day. That's all I could say. That's all I mean, that's all I know. I don't know anything else other than I've had that date written down for months. I mean, from the beginning, May 28th. And here's her in the park. So this must all be May 28th. Yeah, this is all layered, see? This is May 28th. Interesting. Didn't know that. Right now I'm going backwards. So this is a video that I haven't really gone over. So inside there looks obviously, this is May 28th, and that looks like something underneath Summer. Okay, see that number? See it's, wait, right in here. So this really gives a little insight, I guess, to the dates. That's what I see, more so than, obviously these pictures are strange, but I think the dates are correct in the timeline. It's this one that May 28th, June 7th, June 5th, and June 7th. And then there's this May 15th. I don't really care about her, what she did on May 15th, but I do recognize that she does give a lot of information. I just don't like to focus in on her. It's just, to me, it's just, I just don't like to put her face up here. But it does fall apart into two faces. That's what I'm seeing right now. Ugh. Oh yeah, it's falling apart. These are important, you know. And I know that the authorities have a lot of shit going on, and I know that there are a lot of there's a lot of information to go over, but when the elements just consistently match over and over, I just saying that the people that are showing these elements over and over are the ones that should have been brought in by now. And I don't really give a crap how crazy and stupid it looks. Um, because the crazy and stupid keeps reappearing. Like, this is not a crazy, this is part of the process. It's far from crazy and stupid. It's part of the process that these kids go through. And Candace is still out there. Does anyone know where she is? I don't know where that park is. I don't. So what I'm gonna do, one more thing, um, I'm gonna see, since we're doing this, I'm gonna see if there's any other videos that I haven't shown you guys, or how about any of them that I haven't even gone over in a long time. Okay, you know what, D? I'm gonna call you out for a second. I have a question. Um, BCD, I have a question. I know I followed you for a while, information on Rosemary Bly. Um, I want you to look at this picture. This picture tells me a whole entire story, and it matches Summer Moon Wells's video very well. I see all the same elements all the way back, and I've thought for a while that this girl could possibly be her. It's just very, very odd that this photo was put out there and that the images all match. You have the trucks, you have the white thing, you have the five in the back, the box, and it didn't, no one could give me any traction on this, but since I have you in chat here, it just really does indicate, it really shows a lot of the same information, and it actually shows location. What do you see here? Because I know that you have spent a lot of time on her, and your videos show a tremendous amount of hidden stuff, if you know it or not, and it helps with the story. This one, to me, has the most information, I guess what I'm saying. So I'm asking you what you think about this. And who is that girl? Could this possibly be Rosemary Bly, is what I'm asking. And I'm asking this to BCD, because you've spent a tremendous amount of information. If you are still in here, I'd love to know if you think that this could possibly be her. This photo shows me that it's the same group, that whoever took her is the same group that is involved in all the Summerwell's missing children. And I don't know where I got this picture from, but it's a really important photo. And I don't know who that girl is. But her photo tells a massive story. A massive story. And it's all in here. And I think that will help the Summer Moon Wild's missing children It's all in here. So I don't know if you are still here in chat with us, and if you'd like to comment, would be great, because this has always bugged me. It's always bugged me. Hi everyone. Hi Chris. Broken mirrors. It might be too important for BC. Well, I don't understand that comment. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. All I'm asking is, I mean, she has put out many pictures that she says is her. I watched the videos. So all I'm asking is, has she seen this one? Could this possibly be her? Like, why else would this girl be staring in the window and then behind her having all the elements? It doesn't make any sense to me. The only thing that makes sense is she is trying to rub it in your face. Because whatever is behind the white piece of paper that is superimposed in there tells the story very well. I don't need the story to be told. I just want to know if this could possibly be, does she think that's a match? It's a matter of opinion. Especially with someone who has so much information on her. This has a lot of clues. Yeah. So, yeah. This is to me, whoever that girl is knows the story. She knows for a fact, I'm giving you my read on this, she knows for a fact that she's standing in front of all the elements of Summer Moon Wild's missing children. She knows she is. It's right behind her. So whoever this girl is, I would love to know who it is, if anyone recognizes her, because she would be someone that would be able to blow this thing open. It could blow this thing open. It's super, super crazy. I don't even know why I put that up there. We are almost done here. This is for those who've never seen this. I'm just rambling through some things. This is the photo that I said makes no sense of the poster child here. Here's Summer. I have a whole other side with Summer and Candace, but I want to do one side at a time. This also didn't get any traction and no one talks about it, but this photo helps tell Summer Moon Wells' missing children's story that has to do with Robin. And if anyone recognizes that this is not a normal photo, I've been showing this with the white stuff around the neck and the hearts. It's just not being recognized. And it's just a photo. Like, you guys could get this photo yourself. Look at Robin's arm. I mean, this is all messed up. That's our Summer Moon Wells, and that's the stuff that she's attached to. It's the stuff that she's attached to, and no one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about it. I mean, seriously, make sense of that. You can't. You can't. Robin is the only one who knows what this represents. She's the one who could help blow this thing open. It's crazy. This isn't a normal picture. You guys see that, right? It tells the truth. Now I'll show you this. Let me put this up here with Candace, and you'll see that it's the same. Let me get rid of her ugly face. This is one of the first pictures I saw of the banner that I'm like, poor Summer Moon Wells, and I believe that that's just another child next to her. I don't believe these are both Summer. But you have to be a fool to think that this looks okay. Seriously. It's not okay. It's not okay. This whole entire photo is not okay. And why I actually happy I'm showing it right now is because this photo, this parade, happened the same day as the bread making. Happened the same day as the bread making, according to Tim Mullen. According to Tim Mullen. certain parts of this photo are going to start becoming more pronounced. And you guys, it's the truth. This is our summer moon wells. This is the baby that we have been fighting for, and it will be a year. It will soon be a year. Robin is holding that poster, and she still hasn't been questioned, and she's still allowed to come up on YouTube and say words to anybody. That should not be allowed. Look at our summer moon. This picture on this side, forget what's happening to Robin and Candace. I don't even want to discuss what's happening to Robin and Candace. But both these sides of these pictures, she is connected to that white thing around her neck. And Summer here, I think maybe she was gone May 28th. I don't know. May 28th is a very symbolic date. June 7th is a symbolic date. But I think we may get something come out of the one with the red dress on. That's the one that's been the most difficult to understand. I get the other side. And you could see this is exactly what it looks like in the picture. It's not like it's not doubled up. It's not covered up very well. But yet, if you were Candace and you saw this photo of your child, just like that, something would be wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. This picture we've been looking at from the beginning. And the story is being so protected that they won't even recognize the fact that this is a very wrong photo. Like, to me, like, if I was a news station, I was a news reporter, investigative reporter that had the ability to put this stuff on airways, I'd be like, okay, folks, tonight we're going to talk about the different posters of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. You could line them up and they all look ridiculous just like this. That's what I would be investigating. Like, all their banners, their signs, their posters are all looking like this. Yeah, her arm, Robin's whole entire body actually will changes. And the shoes that she has out in this picture, remember I showed you a picture of, I said, is that Robin? And she was putting a little girl on like some sort of a pulley, and she was lifting her up, and I'm like, I think that's Robin. And I showed you guys a close-up of the shoes. She had those shoes on. Same shoes. Yeah, you guys, thumbs up would be great. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you like what you hear. So, yeah, this is all wrong. It's all wrong. So I showed you guys the milk carton the other day, and in Benny's car, and I'm like, they're blue. So this is what I was talking about, how the milk cartons in Summer's case, they're blue. The tips are blue, just like what I showed you in Benny's car. This is a perfect example of the blue tip. I don't think I could found it before. But that's actually the tip of the milk jug. That's a fake milk jug. It's not really a milk jug. It's just not. Oh, interesting. Look at this version of the... Look at this version. Look at Candace and Robin and Summer. Look at it this way. There's the A. There's the heart. Her left eye. The heart with the white. This is worse. This is the part that I told you Benny had the same piece. This little white piece is the same that Benny has kept. He has that same white piece of material that's right next to Robin's head. What is this? So, bottom line, I'm not going to spend much more time on this. That the pictures are not what it appears to be, and all of this stuff is hidden really well. All the same people, all the same situation, and something really needs to be done. Needs to be done fast. Needs to be done fast. Oh, this was Tim Mullen? What? How do I have another video of his? Huh. Oh, wow. It's so funny. I got so wrapped up in this last video. I actually forgot that I had videos that I opened up like a month ago. And, I'm going to show you this and then I'm going to call it quits. Gonna just go through this with you to see if anything has changed that is of importance, and then I will stop for the day, maybe come back on later. This is one of these videos that I pulled apart. There's the face again. I never noticed the one that's next to it. I always notice the green one. Wait. I've always just noticed the green one. So the face that I've been discussing, see how this is all meant to be, that what I open up? The face that I've been discussing is always been next to the green one. I just showed you this face in Benny Keys's and in Tim Mullen's. There it is. Those are the faces. Those are the faces that are front and center of the most important. Front and center. There's the box. There's the body covered in the white stuff and the hearts. I don't know who this is, but he seems to play an important role. Go look at my last videos. There's a lot of information on these people. She's holding those sticks with the hearts. These are all Tim Mullen's. So this is a perfect example of what I just showed you in the tower. This is a great example to put together with what I just showed you from the tower, basically. This lady here this is what's in the tower. I'm telling you, I'm going to put it up together. So this again is Tim Mullen's video. And it's really clear, but I guess I didn't know to put this together, right? Until now. Let me grab it and show you how that's the same. I may have to put it up in a video. That's exactly the same thing. One minute. Okay. I may have to take it from the video because that black thing, it's really important for that. I show you because those black things with those metal pieces, just grabbing it. Video. Okay. Oh. Let's see. This here, and I'll get a better picture. And then the black, those black things with the pointies, I'll get that one. Okay. It's in here. Oh, I have so many videos. Okay. Give me a moment. Movies. Going through them because this is important for me to show you guys, so hang tight. Okay, it's in this one. All right, watch this, you guys. That black thing that she's holding, this thing is there's the box going in the building, is this thing. It's this thing. Now, look at the black. See how she has the black mask in the front? I think that that's, does that look like that Scott guy? Watch this. Right there. See that black I told you has the prongs in it, those little prong things? It's right there. Did I send a picture? It has those. All right, I have to take a picture. Oh, I did. I sent it before. Let me send it back. I can't find it on my computer. All right, here it is. Remember I told you it's important. It all of them have the same metal prongs. This thing is what she has. And the clock is representative of what you see there. It's got those three sides. Not the clock, I'm sorry. The whatever mechanism that is. But the closest, watch this. It's that thing. That's the mechanism. That's the mechanism. It's this thing. And it's the, and I'm telling you, didn't I tell you this is the centerpiece? This is the centerpiece. This is part of the centerpiece. Yes, I do agree with you. I think this is what takes the eyeball out. But I don't want to say anything because I've been saying that. It does. But obviously it's the deep fake. The deep fake is that it's part of the clock. It's not part of the clock. You're correct. This is the deep fake. But whatever is in her hand here, this here is what you're looking at that's under this thing. Because this is the centerpiece. You know how that little pole goes out into the clock? Well, I mean, it's like this is the centerpiece, like where they do all the whatever. Maybe that's where they take the eyeball out. I don't know, but it goes through that pole. See the pole that she has in front of her on the ground? It's the same pole as what you're looking at here. I think this is a match. I think it's a match. And it's all comes from Tim Mullen's video. It's not like it's so out of the ordinary. And this thing is definitely gets bloody and all this shit's going on here. And I held on to these pictures because I'm like, she has the machinery. And that's the pole. So how I see it. I know what I'll do. Wait, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to match it up for you guys to make it easier. Because many times I could be like, oh, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, and no one really sees it. Let me show you something. I'm going to match it up. Okay, so turn this off. All right, I'm going to mark it. The pole that is sticking wait, cancel. The pole that's sticking out of that machine and into the window pretty much matches this pole, you see. That to me is the pole and that is a machine. It has that blue little thing on top. You know, that's the same. I always tell you it's the same white. It's white in Benny's car, but it's the same thing. It all matches up. I only show elements that are consistently shown over and over and over and over. That's what I said to you. I said, I'm only showing you this element in Benny's car because it's the same element I've been showing you. Just different circumstance. That's all. But the face that you see on top of this is the same machinery. Let me see if I could show you. Okay, here's Benny's car. Let me show you something. I only repeat elements, you guys, that stay consistent. Okay? And I don't just throw in elements. This is the back seat of Benny's car. And I told you it changes and the number 5 is in it. It might be white here, but this is what I'm talking about, the box. It's the same box. And then in the video I showed you guys, it changes the numbers, like in the live video. The live video, it changes. There is no difference. The only difference here is that it's deep faked in his car. That's it. No other reason. Nothing. Nothing. It's the same situation. It's the same element. It's the same thing. It's just deep faked in a different location, and that's it. That's that. Trust me. So let's see if we get a better picture of it in the video. So that pole is, see how it's connected? And if you kind of really look, it's got the same sides. Let me show you let me see if we get the pink thing on top. I mean, not the pink thing, the blue. Oh, it's falling apart. See, you guys, this is just how spirit works. It just clicked into it just really clicked. It's going to be a whole different machine. I mean, it's going to be the machine you see in that matches Tim Mullen's previous video. I'm seeing if I have another one. Oh, okay, here it is again. I told you guys that this is the fake. This is crazy. Here is from Tim Mullen's, and I said this is the buggy. This is the buggy. And this buggy is holding this thing. I've told you they reel it around. It's really coming together, you guys. This is the buggy. Wow, see, when you hit on something, it just, that's how spirit works. And spirit works like, this is what's on his buggy. Spirit works just like how life works. It's sometimes like nothing presents itself correctly or ready to reveal itself until it's time, until it's the correct timing. This is what's on this buggy. And that goes with my elements. That is the buggy. And this is in Tim Mullen's video. Look at that. That's just crazy shit. And this is also from Tim Mullen's video. Here is your torso. In a box. This is Tim Mullen's video. And now you could see the face behind her, you know, that long white face that they carry. They carry it like it was in Summer Moon Wells's photo of her in the church, and everyone's like, oh, is David Dotson giving sign language? And he's basically sitting next to one of those faces, just like it. See how these elements just stay consistent. That's what Tim Mullen has in the video. Oh, that makes sense, because he used it like a remember I said it's like a Casper? And he has it in this last video I started. I'm like, what is that, a freaking Casper ghost in the beginning? Crazy, guys. So this machine is starting to appear and show its buttons. Look at the buttons that are coming through. I'm going to take this one off for now. If you look real closely, you could see it. And as you could tell, there's nothing in here that would layer it like that. See if I could get it back. What are you doing? Hold 1 second, guys. I'm online live. What's up? Are you good? Where was the dog? Oh. I should be done soon. I'll help you. But I'm on live. A lot of people watching. Sorry, guys. It's my daughter. What's up? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to continue and get back to that section. Oop, it's right in there. Okay, it's right there. There are the buttons to the true machine that he's trying to cover up, because you could see the outlet. It's right in there. It's right in there. See, things just appear when they're supposed to. So I'm going to take a picture and see if we could lighten it up. This is an important photo. My daughter. She's like, am I live? I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah. Okay. Trigger warning is right. I don't know what's going to come through, but this is important to recognize that I just showed you that there's no frame before this frame or after this frame that shows switches. So this is a frame that was truly stuck in here to hide it, and this is the machine. This is the machine. I'm going to let it sit there on, but I'm putting a picture in. Here you go, you guys. That's the machine that they're trying to hide underneath that. I am 100% confident. This is something that whoever made this video, I would think is right now saying holy fucking shit is what they're saying. Because I'm going to get this one. Let me put the exposure on. I'm going to put this exposure up and sharpen it. Oh, there's a lot coming through here, you guys. This is the machine. I don't know how else to tell you. Watch. So I'm just playing with the color. Look at that. There's the heart on the machine. I'm just going to crop in a few things because the more I play with it, the better it is. These are all of the hearts. The metal hearts that they use are in there. That's in the machine. It's right there. This is not, now you all could see that this is not a clock machine. Robin was holding a pouch. It's going to, most likely, this is going to be that big, huge white thing with the red heart in it. This is the Kingsport, correct, you guys. This is the Kingsport. Let me just back up for those. I'll probably get some new people in here. Supposedly, this is the Kingsport clock. So this is what's in the beginning of this video. Oh shoot, I don't want to. Wait, I have to make sure that I get the right video back. 16 minutes. I think this is the one. Before I put up another video, sometimes it's all right, just arriving. I'm going to do a little recap. Yeah, I'm going to do a little recap real quickly, but I think I'm going to have to ask my daughter to get me a coffee. This is really nuts, is what it is. All right, 1659. Is this one the one I have? Yes, 1659. Okay, so if in fact I lose it, This is Tim's video. Okay, see, it's changing even more. Of the bread day. Okay, so I did a video yesterday. So this is how it starts out. This is just going slow. Every time you see a flicker like that, I know there's something in it. When I first saw this video, it was just filled with flickers. All it was is flickers, flickers, flickers. I'm playing this at 0.25. That's all. And even at 0.25, you could see that there's something. Something sticks out of the building. He plays around with this. And this video is what gives a lot of information, actually, just like his other ones. And those that are new, they're coming in. I discussed the time frame is very important. He shows the clock many times. It's at 3:27, and then he also shows it one other time at like 12 o'clock. And then he immediately goes into this section, and he wants us to believe that it's this machine. But what we're doing here is basically uncovering that it's not that machine. That the machine and whatever he's using, it maybe he is inside this tower, is being covered up by this one. Because the truth is right in here. And now I just have to get that same. I want to get that same frame, and I will get it. It's just, it's nice to go off of it and then back on it. So right in here, a whole entire new machine is showing up. So it's not that it's, what's not here is the top layer. The top layer is what is, this top layer here is what is covering up whatever he's stuck in between these layers. Each frame, I should say. So it's the frames. I try to get inside these frames to show you guys the truth, basically. And it's right in here. And I want to get back to the one where we saw the, kind of right in here. Right in here somewhere. We want a good, there's the number 5. It's all coming out. We want a good look at the actual machine. I'm putting that out there to my spirit guides. But when I say that, I'm actually talking to them. Like, we want a good photo. At this point, we know it's this machine creates harm. There's the pole. All right, I'm going to let it sit here for a moment. So far, grab the picture. Let this just sit. So what I want to do is get back to this kind of the frame, and I'm close to it, because this is showing, you guys, this is really showing up. This is the one, this is the frame I want. So let me try to get it. That's the frame we want. Okay, I'm actually leaving it on this one for a minute. Let that sit for a second. I'm going to see if one of my daughters could get me a latte. All right, watch this for one moment. Who's here? Is anyone going for a latte? Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. Wow. Let me open up chat. What do you guys think of his? Move it. There's a lot more in this room also to explore, but you want to know what I notice? The little thin little string that's hanging down the middle, that little string with that little person on it winds up on the clock. Very weird. Okay, stopping there. That's a good one. This is a good frame. Because it's breaking up. That's the same frame. Okay. Notice how it's really breaking up. I'm seriously would like to know, we don't know what he's putting in there. Kimberly, we don't know what he's putting in here. Um, and we don't know what they're doing other than we know they're doing something, I think, with the eyeball, but this is definitely changing into the machine quickly. Welcome, everyone. Thumbs up if you really like what's going on here. Not like it, but if you just kind of enjoy seeing some truth come through. This is Tim Mullen's video called The Bread Lady. And he is in, it says he's in Kingsport, in the clock tower. And this to me is that machine I just showed you on that lady's. I think we are looking at this, and it's been here for years. Not here, but this machine is the main event. It shows up. It's really crazy how it shows up in all situations. Now look what he's doing. You could actually see a box he's putting in there. Clearly. You could clearly see a box. Spirit has a really amazing way of working. I'm taking some pictures to point out, especially what's going on in the middle here. Just moments ago, this was basically Tim showing someone tuning it, just tuning it. That's it. Now we are going to have the whole situation. And it sure looks like a bread box to me. How about that? Like one of those clear boxes. That's what's coming through here. Is one of those clear bread boxes. Let me crop this. So this is what's happening. Here's a picture of what taking a picture sometimes it makes it, I don't ask me why, it just makes it move quicker. Oh my God, is that going to be a number 5 box? Tim Mullen, does anyone know if he's been arrested? Seriously, does anyone know if he's been arrested? I mean, this clearly is not legal. Clearly not legal. And clearly matches The Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. That's what it does. It's just matches, you guys. Everything about it. Look at that. What do you guys see? The round thing is a clock. Welcome, Julie. Oh, that's funny. Yes, his shirt's gonna change. Yeah, this is bad. Um, this, I don't get it. You guys, I really want you all to take pictures and send this in to the authorities. I mean, is this what they want to happen in Kingsport? Is this what they are supporting? They're obviously proud that it's in Kingsport. And it hasn't been shut down. I mean, this is the same information that I have been showing. It's just the only difference is it's getting clearer, stronger, and more understandable. Like you guys could understand it now because you see it clearly. Like in the beginning, it was hard, but they just never stopped putting out material to look at. So the more material they put out for me, the more I'm able to collect the same element from all different circumstances. This guy looks like he's attached to the machine, basically. The more they put out, all that did was create my file on every element to become thicker and have more information. And the truth is it's just time to come out. And truth prevails. And these kids are telling their story. And we're all listening and having this channel and having you guys support the channel. I mean, support the channel by really watching these videos. I'm not talking money support. I'm talking support the channel, becoming members, super chats. Yes, I love all that. That's what I truly do. But the most important thing is to support the channel by watching, listening, observing, and learning. You have to learn it, understand that this shit goes on and this is going on. And I've learned too how to present the information. Presenting the information in a clearer way is key. At first, I was just throwing something up there saying, look at this picture of someone, blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize you guys weren't seeing it yet. Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, I would say Summer Moon Wells specifically, for me, has been my mentor through this. She has guided me through this. She's guided me through this. So she's a very, very strong element to this whole entire thing coming down. And forever, for the rest of my life, and forever for who I am and for what I do, I get so emotional, is because Summer Moon Wells entered the light. Like Summer Moon Wells works as a spirit very beautifully. She has a purpose. She has a reason. She's beautiful. And it's really, really sad that the people around her weren't able to give her the opportunity to allow herself to fly free. The only way she was able to fly free is on the other side of the mountain, basically. literally on the other side of the mountain, but like um in a different world that we don't exist physically. And this is, we're looking at the actual Summer Moon Wells story. I think that the information that's coming through here is the Summer Moon Wells. Even though she represents all of the children underneath the Summer Moon Wells missing children, she is the leader of the pack. She's a leader of the pack. Let me take a picture of it before I move it. Okay. 52 seconds. So if you notice the oh my goodness. That blue thing that's in Benny's car is in the window. It's an exact match. Oh God. Benny. Benny, Benny, Benny. It's an exact match. It's right in the window. All this machine stuff is it all works together. It's one big concoction of frickin' God knows what. But this is what's in Benny's car. Let me grab it one more time to show you. Okay. What you see here is what I've been trying, and I'm going to try to show you that it's this is Benny's car. This is what's in the back of Benny's car. That's the box with the blue on it. That's it. That's what I've been trying to show you guys that was changing in his car. It's right back there. Let me see if I get another picture. Let's see. Well, that's good enough. You can't even tell the difference between the two. It's the same thing. Same thing. Sorry to say. Oh, now it's coming apart really nicely. So look at the smooth, that's a very smooth bone that's in that container. A lot of times they get shiny. For all I know, they're polishing them. I don't know. But this one just popped up really nicely. Okay. There it is. That's that face that's so important. It's being polished or something. It's right there. And it's pretty clear too. So the clearer these pictures become, it's better for you guys to see it. Because if anyone is in Kingsport and really wants to get involved, you could take these pictures of this bloody shit going on and go to Kingsport and say, listen, and to me, the media speaks the loudest. For me, I always bring the media. That was the first thing I did out of college was broadcast production. Got a job with Oprah and decided not to take it. No, I didn't know. It's such a dumb thing. But anyways, if you bring the media in with you and say, listen, I want to get this on camera. This is the shit that's going on up in your tower, and someone needs to go up there. There it is. There's that thing that we found in Don's doorway. There it is, you guys. You take the media with you and you take these pictures and you throw it down on their counter and say, listen, you could believe this shit or not, but these are pretty clear pictures and it's just coming from the video. Like, you need to get up there and see what's going on or figure out what is going on up here. Just figure it out. I mean, to me, it's something that has to be done. And if they in fact, like, you have to get someone who really knows how, you have to go and be able to really speak clearly and be like, so in other words, if there's a possibility that they're murdering children up here, what you're saying is you don't give a fuck. Basically. So what you're saying is you don't give a fuck. And I would have that reported. Like, I would have that reported to the media. And I would have them videotape this thing. Obviously, they can't go up there, but be like, who knows what the fuck is up here? And Kingsport won't do shit about it. They will not budge. And if I do decide to come out, no one will know I'm coming out. Because this is just where people need to get involved. Like, I could show all this and expose it, and I know it's coming through spirit, but you know what? Spirit schmear it. I mean, the bottom line is it has to be busted open, and these children have to be saved. I could talk to spirit all fucking day, and if it doesn't do anything, what am I doing? If it doesn't get people on board and they say, this really needs to be looked at, this really needs to be figured out. That's why they, I know they're getting angry, but that's not going to solve the damn issue. All right, so the spirits are angry. The spirits are angry. No one gives a shit. It's all right in there. It's all right in there. And if Kingsport really thinks that I don't care if this whole thing turns into Don Wells's house. Okay? I don't care if the background shows that this is actually in a park in the middle of frickin' Utah. The point is, they definitely are using this location to cover up the deep fake. So even if it's not within this building, they have access to this to create the deep fake. It's coming out. So like if my town that I live in, which is a small knit town, everyone is close, if I knew that someone saw this in like one of our churches, you know, up in top of the top of the church, right in the tower, and no one reported it and they didn't look into it, I would raise hell. I would be so angry and so freaking pissed off that this was down the street from me and someone was showing it, happening or not happening, and my town didn't do anything about it. It would actually make me so angry I'd want to move. And I'm serious. Because this is the stuff that tears towns apart. This is the stuff that is not acceptable to use Kingsport. Let's say it's not in Kingsport. Let's say it is in Montana on one of those hidden properties that no one could get to. They're using Kingsport as the vehicle for cover up, no matter how you see it. Guilty or not guilty, this is the story that they're using. This is the storyboard. This is the machine right in front of us. I know for a fact, super duper, I know so well that this is the machine. This piece of machinery matches all the way back years with Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen has shown this piece of machinery in all different circumstances deep faked. Well, not deep faked, having it covered up. Well, this one's falling apart. Every time I move it, it's falling apart. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'm definitely going to wait till we see a clear photo, and I need to know if this is really up here. If this is really up here, who the fuck gives him who gives him the key to get up here and stay up here to do this? Is it Kingsport? Is it the sheriff? Is it the county? Is it the police department? Is it the fire department? In order to get away with something like this up inside a tower that is the centerpiece of the town, it takes more than one person to have a key. It's not about that one person having a key. It needs to be checked out. Not by people like us, like by the authorities who have the right and could do something about it. Like for us to go try to figure this out and sneak over there. First of all, we would interfere with whatever they're doing. That you should never do. The last thing you should do is interfere with any kind of investigating that's going on, right? All of a sudden one of us are like banging on the door. You could ruin evidence. This has to get to the authorities, the people who have the right to do this. It has to get to the authorities where they say, oh, wow, we really should check this out. Not us. I would never suggest anyone walking off the street just to go bang down the door and check it out. Anything you do or find won't even be acceptable as evidence. The town people, either they face this shit or it should really, because this is obviously the center of Kingsport. Either it's faced or it's brought to the media. because every time I turn this, you guys, you don't understand. I see more the same evidence. Now we have the black charcoal face on the top that winds up being, I know what that winds up being, a tin, like like looks like the Tin Man. Summer Moon has one of those pictures. It's like her head looks like the Tin Man. And that's what's showing up here. Summer Moon Wells winds up looking like that. It's in her photo. I don't know if I even have it on here. It's not important for me to get, but you guys could look back in my pictures, and I have a picture that is split into 3, and the very last little photo that's at the end basically looks like her head is in, like, it's like a dark colored tin. And that's what I'm like, they're burning her. Like, this is like a chimney. And it's all coming together. Look at that, you guys. It's all coming together. And all the way to the right is the white figures coming through. My God, you could hear my stomach gurgling. So hungry. Oh my goodness, it's my stomach gurgling. Oh my God, I need a latte. Look at how it's changing. Wow. Look what we have now. We have the flat silver bed. Look at the floor with the hole in it. Nothing that shows up here is going to be new to us. Anyone that's watched my videos, it's nothing that's going to show up is going to be a new element. None of it. None of it. Remember I told you they're on silver slats, and I feel like the silver slats are what, this is how they put it under. Either it's under a train or it's under a truck. I showed you the truck from the Appalachian Fairground. I'm like, they're putting them under these frickin' trucks, and that's how they move them. Here's your silver bed. There it is. And there's the head. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous that it's quite perfect. Really perfect. Look at that. That's it. And there's the damn tin thing on top. You guys, let me go and chat and see. Correct. We're seeing it more and more. And I know all of you guys that are in chat talking and going back and forth with each other. I know you're all very supportive of finding the Summer Wells missing children and getting their story told. I feel that, and I know it. We all may go about it a different way and have a different way of seeing things and observing. But at the end of the day, when this all is exposed, we all will be standing together, because we're all basically saying the same thing. We just have different ways of expressing it. different ways of using our words, different ways of discussing. But I know anyone that comes to my channel and watches this, we're all here for the same purpose. So the strength and the unity that you know, the Little Summer Moon Wells Missing Children Spirit feel is working. Because I can tell you that no one else is doing this with this video, and I have done nothing to the video other than play it slow and stop and start it. That's it. Nothing else is being done, and I think we're doing pretty good in here. It's not, it's really, it's kind of, it's just, it's all there. It's all there. I'm definitely not done. I don't care how long this takes, because I want to get to it, because it's unpeeling. Look at the bottom. So Tim's message here is fine-tuning to increase or decrease the clock's time. Anyone want to take a stab at what his hidden message is? Fine-tuning to increase or decrease the clock's time. I think he is talking about the end of the world. I think he feels as if he's helping. Not that he feels he's helping. It's his cover-up. It's his cover-up. It's really changing. See how it changes as we talk? It is frustrating. It's very frustrating. Here's my card. Heck. Got it. Wait. Tell your kids to go get you coffee. At least mine. Can you give me money? They're old. They're older. Look at this. All right, I'm going to take a picture and send it, because I want to make this brighter, because it's not that bright. So let's see what we have. Okay. So this is what's going on in the corner there. There's your face. This is just brightened up. Look at that. It's definitely not a fine-tuning the clock. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Because now things should be really changing. So we're cracking it open. So now here's the stick that's coming out of it is changing. This whole thing, this whole situation here is like a whole nother 3 hours of information, because he clearly lines up the most important stuff in the middle. But this room, whatever is in here that is white, that looks like a man with a hairy arm. But this room should probably take a drastic turn. Oh, that's interesting. There's one of those things on his arm, his hand. All the way to the front of the machine, you see things changing. In the room is really starting to take a shift. You know, this is such like a freaking concoction of a machine that is, I wonder if to them it's like a time machine of something. Like, I'll text you. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's see. Let's stop right there, because there's the gold, the gold thing that is representative, and there's the A-frame. The A-frame is right on top. When I take pictures and look at them, the photos, when I look at them, show so much more than when I'm looking at the screen. Because you guys are seeing it slightly different than how I am. It's so up close for me that you guys actually have a really good viewpoint. 20. Latte. I'm writing out my order for my daughter. Okay. Look at that. I guess my goal here, I mean, there's so much more I could be going over. My goal here is to really get a good frickin', see, it goes real fast through here. This section right here will be the last section I want to pull apart before I call it quits, but right in here, they just go real fast. Like, there's a lot in here. And understand it's all hidden in this white. It's hidden in white. That's why they make everything white. That's why some moon wells wound up in all white. Whatever that white shit is, it's able to be covered up. It's covered up. Here we go. Look at that, you guys. See when I move it real fast and then stop it? Look at the difference now. It's getting so clear. Now it looks like something is actually in between. Now it looks like it's in between those poles. And forget the size of it. This could be really big. It could be really small. They have a way of putting it on a different kind of a what is it? When something, it's just different measurements. But here I could clearly see a face. Now, we don't know what kind of face that is. We don't know what this is, but it's definitely in front of us. It's right there. And that just popped up. So every time I'm like, oh, maybe I should stop. But I can't do this by myself. I have to do it live. There's the A-frame. Wow, is this lining up? There's the A-frame. It's green in here. But there you go. There you go, you guys. It is changing. Yeah, I can do a next coming live, but I wasn't even expecting to do this. I thought I said when I first came on here, I'm like, I'm just coming on really fast just to show you one thing and I'll go on later. And then this all started popping up. I'm like, I can't, I have to continue. And this is all matching. The maroon bottom is, this is it to me. I mean, this is it to me, you guys. To me, I wouldn't look any further than frickin' Tim Mullins and Robin. I just wouldn't. This is crazy. What's crazy, it's not this is crazy, it's crazy that this is being shown and this needs to be stopped. I mean, this is, to me, the clearest evidence. Look at that. When will they do something about it? I'm asking all my listeners here to bombard Kingsport Police Department with this shit. And seriously, someone needs to go check this shit out. I'm going to leave it right here in the corner and kind of leave it in the corner for a second. Kind of makes sense. Let's just leave it there and see if a frame exposes itself. Because this will be the last little section I'm going to go over during this live. Remember, I started with, I think that is Julia Potter in the picture. And many of the times when I do something that is loved by the spirit world, by these children, then the gifts show up. Like then they're like, okay, I'm ready to, let's just present and move something forward. That's really what makes sense to me. That was a true statement, basically. There is really important information in here. I'm going to focus in on the white areas. Especially the white area that's in the windowsill. And it goes real fast. Look at the machine. Look at the drastic difference. There's the face. It's in the window. It's like, I think that's going to be the 5 little box. I think that's going to be the box. Those little boxes. Right in there, right in there, guys. Right in the light. Right in there. While I'm doing this, I could actually ask Summer Moon Wells if that was Julia. If this is Julia. Let's see what happens here. This, I'm hoping that a bunch of your guys' listeners here are going to be active and get a hold of the right people and send some of this stuff in. Look at the floor. I mean, it's I can't believe it's 1:30. See, this is what I have to do. I can't focus in on my other work. That is a whole nother part of the room that's like hanging in the, instead of, imagine that that's not the clock. I'm kind of going to focus in on the shirt for a minute. It's really, ooh. Well, that's interesting. God, I really want to know where this is. See the his shirt, like whoever that, I mean, I think that the way it's a movie makes me feel like that's a cover up for the head. I feel like that's really not a shirt. It's too perfectly it's too perfectly shaped. It's shaped like the head, a head, because I've seen enough heads, trust me. Jesus, I've seen enough heads for a lifetime. See how it like, yeah, that's a cover up for a major element. I'm going to focus in on that as my last element until tonight, if I go on tonight. That is definitely, you guys, I think let's just see what happens. I'm not going to say anything yet. Watch the shirt. That's what I'm focusing in on. There's a whole, I think the whole situation is in the shirt. I think we're going to see the body, the head in this contraction, and it's going to give you a clear vision of what's going on in this room. That's what's happening right now. Watch the shirt. The situation is coming out of the shirt, you guys. Huh. My God, I really want to get in this little area here. Let's see. There we go. It's coming. This is the area I really want to bust through. I want to bust through this brick shit. Well, this is definitely coming through. Does anyone know if Tim Mullen has been taken in? Does anyone know if he's been like brought in for questioning or arrested? Like, where is he? He's like gone. He's gone. This is going to give us the room I've been waiting for. I see it. It's at 105. Let's see. Is he gone, you guys? Like, where is this dude? All right, check out what's going on in the room now. Candace is gone. Like, they're all gone from social media. Like, here comes Faces, you guys. Here comes Faces. This is what I'm waiting for. Look at that. I told you the room has the white stuff in it, and the white stuff has the people. And I wonder if that's Summer Moon Wells' face again. Remember I said it. I said that she was with two other people, and there's a girl. I think that's Summer, with maybe that's Julia. Oh, there's that. It's the dark. There's that dark color. The girl that she's with the very last day with the dark color here. Right here. It's staying consistent. Did you guys see that? Yeah, it looks like they're peeking out of something. They're under something. They're coming out of something. So this took 3.5 hours, and that's pretty average, you guys, to get something like this to appear. It takes like this long to get to this point. It does. I mean, it's what I'm saying. This shit takes a long time. Wow. Let that sit for a minute. I gotta grab something to eat. Wow. Let's see. All right, I'll move this around a little bit more. You know what actually reminds me of? What I see is a piece of wood. I see like the tree trunk where they use those pieces of wood. That's what I see. Okay. Let's go over here, and then I'm going to, not going back into the baking. Well, actually, the only thing I'll look at real fast is that one picture right in here. I'll just see if this has changed any. All right, guys. This is so important. All right, well, I'm going to, wait, I need a, choking. This will be my last section. This is the most interesting one to me. Let's see. Well, you guys, I think that Tim Mullen, at the end of the day, what this all showing, they need to pull his ass in. That's how I see it. I can't see it any differently. This is all his stuff. I will try to put together a PDF of all the most valuable photos. And I will not continue to play with this until we're on next live together. With that being said, this was a great live. I see a lot of stuff in here. It all shows you that it goes right back to the beginning. All the same people, all the same stuff, all the same little faces, all the same critters, all the same machinery, all the same maroon stuff, all the same skulls. I mean, it's all the same. I'm not showing anything that you guys haven't seen in the last so many months. As crazy as this looks, you could pinpoint all of the information that is basically true. And we've had a lot of fun between Tim Mullen and Robin Lane the last few days. And by her speaking up and sending me $1.99, she's the one who created all this for me to go back and look at. Because when someone does something like this, they don't realize I'm very, very in tune to people's bodies, feelings, what they're thinking when they do something. It bit her in the ass. It literally bit her in the ass. She shouldn't have ever came on my channel. Ever. Because I would never have been focusing on this small little part of the bread making. Even I already called it a day. I already said that this was a major importance. I already did that. I went through it. I wouldn't have gone back to it if Robin didn't come up on my channel and send me $1.99 and basically threaten me. She created this. You got to be careful what you pray for. You got to be careful what you pray for. Because at the end of the day, God gives you what you pray for, right? And that's exactly what Robin did for herself. She opened this can of worms, and it's going to bite her right in the ass. Right in the butt. Right in the butt. So where's that picture of her? On that note, I am going to call it a day, and I will see you guys soon again. Let me find that picture. I never can. Let's see. Oh, I put it somewhere. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here and putting up with this. God bless you all. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Look back at the stuff. Send it into Kingsport and tell them that this is something that really needs to be looked at. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you like what you see. And thank you to my members for being here. And to my mods, thank you, Muffin Top and Donna. Talk to y'all soon. Ooh, look under her hand. Look at that doll. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.